Hello everyone and welcome to Pokemon TCG Center, Mario with you as usual, and today I have a really interesting and really funny deck to play. As you can see, there is only two Shaymin EX and there's some Victinies, Doublades and Zubat, Golbat, Crobat line, but what does this deck actually do? So, we have Doublade, which is a stage 1 Pokemon with false swipe for double colors energy, which says flip a coin if heads, put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. Well, amazing attack. If you combine this attack with Victory Star, which allows you to reflip your coin if you get tails, you have 2 times chance to get heads and put your opponent's active Pokemon HP on 10. And if you have Hypnotoxic Laser in your hand, well, that's a knockout for sure. Basically, you can one-hit Wailord without any problem with only one double colorless energy, which is amazing. Of course, if you run out of resource with Hypnotoxic Laser, there are 2 Shadow Triads. I decide to run 2 Shadow Triads because you can have one prized and you won't be able to put your Hypnotoxic Lasers from your discard pile back to your hand. With Shadow Trial, you'll be able to do this. And of course, we have 4 versus Seekers, so we can run in total of 10 copies of Hypnotoxic Laser, which is amazing. We also have Zubat, Golbat with Sneaky Bite, just in case our opponent's active Pokemon survive and run on the bench, we can Sneaky Bite, and with Golbat we can Surprise Bite or Skill Dive on the bench. As I mentioned before, there are 2 Victinies and also 2 Shaymin EX with setup. So you can fill your bench with cards that you need. Okay, so we have 2 Shaymin EX with setup in this deck, 2 Victinies with Victory Star, 4 Honedge with Metal Sound, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused, also good attack, and Doublade times 4 with False Swipe, as I mentioned before. 2 Zubats, 2 Golbats, and 1 Crobat. From Ace Pack, there is 1 Computer Search, 1 Enhanced Hammer, 4 Hypnotoxic Lasers, 2 Secret Ash, 1 Startling Megaphone, 2 Super Scoop Ups, 1 Switch, 4 Ultra Ball to search your deck for Shaymins and other cards that you need, 4 Versus Seeker, 1 eazy just in case you need to put something back to your hand, 2 Lysanders, only 3 Ents, 4 Sycamores, 2 Shadow Triads, 1 Wally. If we go second, we can also start to attack in first turn with Wally, because we can evolve one of our Pokemon first turn, 2 Headringers to slow down our opponents, 4 double colorless energies, and Fall Metal energies. So basically this deck looks pretty strong on the screen. Well, the main problem could be Seismitoad EX. I didn't play against Seismitoad EX yet, but I'm not sure how you'll be able to knock out Seismitoad EX with Hypnotoxic Lasers if you don't have any Zubat or Golbat on your bench. But there's a way you can knock out your opponent's Seismitoad EX with Sneaky Bite, but of course you need to set up pretty lucky, but we will also do some testing with this deck in the next few minutes and we'll actually see how it performs. So it's pretty cheap deck at this moment, and also it's still playable because Victini is reprinted in a legendary treasure. I mean, it's so interesting deck on the paper. If I go to World Championship this year, for sure I would play this deck and try to troll out peoples like the wailord EX do. I mean, this deck looks pretty amazing on the list. Since my country don't have support from Pokemon, there is no chance I could even imagine to go towards World Championship. So if you go to World Championship, well, there is interesting deck list to play. You should try it for sure, and you don't have nothing to lose. I mean, it's interesting deck to play. So let's do some testing and see how this deck will actually perform in a game. Okay, so let's search for a opponent. So there we go. Magic Wars is my opponent. I will pick Tails and I will probably go second. So I start with a Victini. There's a 2 Doublades in opening hand, which is not a big deal because I can put them back with a Sacred Dash. So let's just finish the turn. So my opponents get Tails and Coin Flip, so he won't be able to wake up. Next turn, if we get lucky, we could probably go in front with a Doublade. Well, the problem is if you stack in front with Victini, but you can put your Victini back in your hand with eazy or Super Scoop Up or Switch. Running with Float Stones or something like that is also not a bad idea, but it could cause a problems with deck space. So there's a Poopkaboo. And Shaman, okay, and also Battle Compressor. I wish I can top deck maybe Ultra Ball, so I can go Ultra Ball for Shaman, and maybe I can then draw a Energy and Super Scoop Up, and maybe Doublade. Everything else, everything that I need, but we'll see. There is already 5 Night Marchers, so enough to knock out any of my Pokemons for now. But how do things go? For now, I think that next turn I will just evolve my Golbat and probably go N for 6 if I don't top deck something better next turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4 Lampens, 3 Poopkaboos already in his discard pile. There's a Computer Surge, probably for maybe another Shaman. Now there's a Muscle Band and a Escape Rope. Let's just go in front with a Zubat, so we have free retreat. And looks like he maybe have double Colress Energy. Oh no, there's a Versus Seeker for Juniper probably. And a fresh hand of 7. So he totally played like 21 cards this turn. And he drew 7 more. And there's another Trainer's Mail. I mean, that's insane. But if he do a setup, I mean a Sky Return, and don't bench another Pokemon, this could be a GG for him. If I can draw a Energy, Doublade, and Laser, and get Head and Coin Flip. Oh, it's just my turn. Okay, so there's a Sycamore. Let's just go Golbat and do 2 damage on this Mew. And just go Sycamore. So there's a Ultra Ball. Okay, just go Ultra Ball. For Shaman, let's take a risk. There's a Sacred Dash. Let's go Hypnotoxic Laser. And let's go Double Course Energy, Shaming for 6. Oh my god, I didn't pull Ultra Ball. Oh, what a bad play. So unlucky. So unlucky that I didn't put Ultra Ball. Anyway. Oh, there's one Joltik and one Pupkabo in his discard pile, so he probably have only 3 Joltiks in his deck. So in order to attack me, he'll be able to attack me only with a Joltik, but he don't have any Joltik, so there's a Crow for 3. And let's just attach one Double Chorus Energy here. Should I maybe Lysander and hit for 60 on that Mew? Well, let's just go that for now. And we can go Lysander next turn for Sycamore. So grab the prize cards. And he only left on Shaming. I have... Oh, there's a victory. So... I must admit that my opponent's playing pretty bad hands. And I snagged the first victory. Let's try to do one more testing and see how this deck will actually perform one more time. Let's search for second opponent and see if we can take another victory with this deck. Okay, so we go second, and I start with Shaming and Honage. I'll go in front with Shaming, so I can Sky Return. Oh, there's a Mega Manectric and 2 Jinx. Excuse me, 1 Manectric. Okay, so let's see what I can do. If he hit me for 60, that'll be enough damage to knock out. But if I can Lysander, why should I risk? There's an Ultra Ball and another Shaming. Okay, so I draw tons of cards. I should probably maybe pick one ribbon, but okay. Let's go in front with Honage. I have Doublade ready in my hand, but I don't have Laser, and that could be a problem. So 2 Jinx already healed 20 damage from active Manectric. And there's a Muscle Band, so this will be enough damage for knockout. Let's just go with Honage in front. Oh, there's a top deck Laser. One, two, three, four, five, 6 cards. There's a Sycamore. But I should probably just put one Shaming and draw 1 card. And there's a N. Well, let's gamble. Oh, there's a heads. Really nice. So first two prize, and I draw Zubet. I also have Shadow Trident 2 versus Seeker ready in my hand for the next laser. And there's the energy, so he cannot knock out my Doublade. And there's a Lysander. Okay, so I need switch. So bad. I do have one switch in my deck. Okay, so should I gamble with versus Seeker, trying to go for double colorless, or I should just go for N? Let's grab one laser with Shadow Triad. Okay, he sleep, and I can just attach one energy on Shaman, retreat, and go versus Seeker for another Triad. And there's a Tails, yes. And there's another Tails, okay. So he just wake up. I'm in a bad position right now. Because I do not have second Doublade. Oh, there's a Master Ball for another Manectric EX. And actually without him, I won't be able to knock out his Manectric. Oh, there's a Wally in my hand. And a N, also Versus Seeker. How many Versus Seekers do I have in my discard pile? Only one. Okay, so I can probably just one laser go Versus Seeker for a Sycamore. Try to sleep my opponent. Okay. Go Sycamore for 7. Really nice. Okay, let's go Computer Search. For, let's see, what do I need? Maybe one gold bet? Now we go Computer Search for double colorless energy. Actually, that sounds much better. And then I can go just Secret Dash for 1, 2, 3. Well, let's take one Crobet. Retreat to Shaman. Sky Return for 30. And in front, let's send Zubin. And he just wake up. So healed another 20 damage. There's a Professor's Letter. So here we actually attached third energy on his Manectric. Probably there's a Versus Seeker for Lysander, and my Shaman will fall down. 120 damage. Interesting. Homeblade, let's go. Laser. There's a Tails. I can probably go for double colorless. And I actually have Wally. And there's a Shame for 6. And another Headringer. So right now I have good solid hand. Let's just put second Victory on the bench, retreat, and see how lucky I will have this turn. Okay, so there's a heads, 2 prize. His Manectric is in big trouble because it have a Headringer, so the next turn I can probably just go Sycamore and Ultra Ball for another Doublade. and try to grab Hypnotoxic Laser. So there's a Mega Manectric. Okay, so let's go 2 damage counters on Jinx. Yes, for sure. Let's go double colors here. Let's go Ultra Ball. 4. Another Doublade. Let's go Sycamore for 7. Let's count how many lasers, and we have 1 laser, 2 Shadow Triad, 2 lasers, 3 lasers. So 3 lasers and 1, 2, 3 versus Seekers. So 1 versus Seeker, 1 Hypnotoxic lasers are just left. There is versus Seeker. So I will probably just go with False Swipe. Okay, there's a Heads. Next turn I can just take out this Jinx with a Crobat. And then actually I do not have a Lysandre. I mean, I do not have a energy. I have Lysandre, but I need also energy. But that's mission impossible. Okay, let's just go Hypnotoxic Laser. There's a Tails. And that's a victory, so my opponent surrendered. So 2 victories in a row. Pretty strong deck to play, and also pretty interesting deck to play. I mean, you should also try to play this deck and do some more testing with it. I think that this deck have a lot of potential, especially for the incoming World Championship. That's for 3 weeks. If you go to World Championship, you should probably maybe try to play this deck. I mean, do some testings and see how bad this deck can be really in real life, when you have real cards in your hand, when you do shuffle and everything, because in online it's kind of different, because you can get such good hands and you can get 6 energies with Victini, so nothing new in online. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this new deck. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more featured videos. Don't forget to like this video if you like it, and dislike if you don't like it, and leave comments below what you think about this deck. So thank you once again and have a nice day. Goodbye.